Let me adjust that camera so all of your beautiful faces can be seen. You're welcome.
Thank you, Nicole. It's our time to shine.
That's right.
I brought my.
Right, you got the best part of me there with my hands.
Jeff is gonna be out. Love them all, I mean. We're waiting on Andy, right?
With Hatcher too. She should be. Maybe I can, since you've already promoted me.
Hello.
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 I love your diagram.
Thank you so much. That's great.
Yeah.
I know it is. I'm not the first one. This is the big one.
Okay.
Everything else. This is the available
Okay.
of funding. And these are all this past 3,000.
Okay. Do I need to list everything?
You don't have to do anything. They're
Okay.
protocol. You can see something.
I can say actual revenue balance is this. Expenditures are.
Right. So the economic.
Mhm. Mhm.
Currently.
Mhm.
Accessible for students.
Yeah.
If it needs.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I am not. I do not. He should, yes.
Good.
Good, how are you?
Here, right?
He's screen sharing to here, but he's not screen sharing to Zoom.
I see, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, as long as it's.
Remember, we always have this under control at all times.
I mean, it's only
Thank God,
slightly
you're
extremely
the-
stressful. Really extremely stressful.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. So the way that we have this set up right now, Director Ray will not be seen on the screen. Would we like that? We're gonna keep it here. All right. Could we ask Liz to unmute herself and use the audio?
Absolutely.
Ready to roll? It's
All right, Liz, if you can hear me, Liz, could you please unmute yourself and let's test the audio?
Yes, can you hear me?
Sounds good, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
all right. All set. All right. And I'm gonna call the meeting to order. And I believe we have one remote participant, or we have more than one? Just one. Mr. Ray is gonna be joining us remotely, and I think we have to ask him if he is participating remotely for a medical or a personal purpose.
For a medical purpose.
Okay. And then we need to have a vote. Do we have a roll, does it need to be a roll call vote?
No, it just,
Okay.
the motion's just to allow him to participate virtually.
Okay, I move that Mr. Ray be allowed to participate virtually. Is there a second?
I second that motion.
All in favor? Aye. All right, so he is approved for remote participation. Matters from the public, no matters of the public. Approval of the minutes for December 5th and December 19th. Is there a motion? Is there any comments on the minutes? Okay, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I motion to approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, minutes are approved. Financial reports.
Alright, so not a lot of changes here from last meeting. Revenue balance 734,000. Looking at expenditures about 56,000. The number we really need to focus on is the Economic Opportunities Fund, which is 461,000. That's primarily what we're looking at. There's an expenditure balance of 515,000. Any questions? We can go into further detail or get detail from staff if needed.
All right, thank you. So next on the agenda is the annual meeting, election of the officers and adoption of the meeting schedule. Despite my efforts to drum up new candidates for the officers here, there were no takers when I sent the email out. So I will offer the slate of me as the chair, George as the vice chair, and Andy as the treasurer. Do we have a secretary too? Is that JT?
No, that's, no, so, we have a secretary treasurer, so that would be Andy as
Oh,
secretary
okay,
treasurer.
all right.
And then the director serves as the assistant secretary as per the bylaws.
Gotcha, okay. So that is the slate of officers. Are there any candidates from the floor? Not hearing any, I guess we can move, all in favor of electing that slate of officers, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Opposed, all right, we'll continue on. So next is, oh, and those are the meeting dates. And we can obviously, if anybody has any conflicts, I may have a conflict on the May 21st date, so we'll have to see about that. And generally, we cancel the July or the next meeting.
We do typically, it's the general policy of the EDA not to meet unless we have action items. And so July is often a month where we find ourselves without action items, except for maybe going on vacation or going to the beach. So that is often canceled, but we schedule it nonetheless should action arise.
Yeah, I think we've tried to keep them on and cancel at the last minute, just so that we have anything we need to do. So, is JT, I think whoever sent the email, I can't remember, is that you about the meeting? We're gonna try to keep this short and defer the other new business items other than the closed session. So do we have the closed session motion?
I was gonna say the schedule is, I think by the bylaws, we have to approve the
Do we have to
schedule.
approve the schedule? All right,
Just motion second and then vote on it.
all right. Is there a motion to approve the schedule?
I move to approve the schedule.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? All right, schedule is approved.
So yes, that's right, Mr. Chair. Under new business, we are going to truncate our originally planned agenda in light of the inclement weather and just give folks a chance to get home before it gets dark and temperatures drop back below freezing. So we just have a motion to go into closed session, which takes place in the office immediately on the other side of this wall. This is room 230. We're in room 241. We'll meet in room 235.
All right, so I'll I move that the Albemarle County Economic Development Authority go into a closed meeting as authorized by the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, Section 2.1-3711A of the Code of Virginia under subsection 3 to discuss or consider the acquisition of real property for a public purpose where discussion in an open meeting would adversely affect the bargaining position or negotiation strategy of the public body, to wit, Project Hornet. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, then we're in closed session.
Yes, we will physically get up and move next door. And we'll leave this laptop here running for the public while we are in closed session.
All right, so we will, back in open session, and I move that the EDA certify by recorded vote that to the best of each director's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from the open meeting requirements of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act and identified in the motion authorizing the closed meeting were heard, discussed, or considered in the closed meeting. Richie, you want to call the roll?
Director Long,
Aye.
Director Ray,
Aye.
Director Matola,
Aye.
Director Johnson,
Aye.
Director Storm,
Aye.
motion passes.
All right. And to the extent that we needed a second, Director Johnson said, started to second it before we called the roll. All right, so before we leave, I forgot at the beginning of our meeting to welcome our new Board of Supervisor Liaison, Supervisor Lupisto Curley. We welcome her and look forward to her participating.
Thank you very much. I do have a prepared speech.
Oh, good. So that's it for today. We will have our next meeting February 20th. So looks like we're still doing okay. So anything else before we leave? All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you all. Hey, John, where do you live on Glen Valley?
I live all the way down, I'm actually on Petty Word.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like all the way